I remember the music first. That cheap jazz band in the corner, the rhythm just slightly offbeat. Laughter spilled over wine glasses like perfume that had lost its scent. It was my husband's company's annual party, a celebration of success, of teamwork, of people pretending to be happy. I stood near the bar, smiling at faces that looked too familiar, too polite. Something about their eyes made my stomach twist. They weren't just smiling, they were hiding something. And deep down, I already knew what it was. My husband was sleeping with his coworker. What I didn't know, what stunned me, was that everyone else knew too. Every laugh, every whisper, every sympathetic glance carried the same message. Poor thing. She doesn't know. But I did know. And that night I came prepared. One woman, a manager I'd met once at a dinner, leaned close and said, "Be mature, dear. Things like this happen. They're soulmates. Soulmates." She said it like it was a blessing, like betrayal was destiny. The word burned hotter than the wine sliding down my throat. So I smiled. I even laughed. "You're right," I said softly. "I should be happy for them." They all smiled back, relieved. And that's when I knew the game was mine. He looked proud that night. Expensive suit, charming grin, his hand resting a little too long on her lower back. I'd worn the same red dress I wore to his first promotion party. He didn't notice, but his mistress did. She looked at me with pity and fear, and I almost thanked her for that. We'd been married 9 years. 9 years of shared dreams, whispered plans, and quiet Sunday mornings. I still remember our first apartment. Too small, too cold, but filled with laughter. He'd dance with me in the kitchen while the pasta boiled over, promising me a forever I believed in. The change came slow. Late meetings, new cologne, team dinners that lasted until 2 a.m. When I asked, he smiled, the same smile that used to melt me, and said I was imagining things. That smile cut deeper than any lie ever could. So I stopped asking and started watching. I became quiet, observant, the kind of woman people underestimate right before she ruins them. One Tuesday morning, his phone buzzed on the counter while he showered. I wasn't looking for proof, but proof found me. A preview flashed across the screen. "Can't wait to feel you again tonight." I didn't open it. I didn't have to. That night, while he slept peacefully beside me, I started making plans. First came the finances, quietly untangling accounts, transferring savings, calling a lawyer under my maiden name. Then came the evidence, screenshots, emails, GPS logs, even the hotel receipts hidden in his briefcase. Each lie became a brick in the wall I was building around myself. I smiled through breakfast. I kissed him goodbye before work. He thought I was blind, but I was patient. Vengeance requires patience. I even met her once. At a charity event, she shook my hand with manicured fingers, eyes wide and guilty. "Your husband talks about you all the time," she said. I smiled back. "I'm sure he does." That was the night I decided where it would end, at his next office party. He loved being the center of attention. I wanted witnesses, people who'd applauded his lies to see the truth up close. When the night came, I was calm, collected. My heart didn't race. It whispered, because revenge isn't rage, it's control. I watched them laugh under golden lights, their bodies angled too close. He looked at her the way he used to look at me, with pride, possession, and a touch of awe. The crowd clapped as he told a joke. I wondered if anyone would still laugh when the music stopped. I walked to their table, glass of champagne in hand. "Doesn't it bother you?" I asked one of his colleagues. She shrugged. "Don't be selfish, darling. They're happy together." Happy. I almost laughed. I set my glass down, smiled one last time, and handed over 2 envelopes, one to him, one to her. He frowned, confused. She blinked twice, then opened hers. Inside were photographs, dozens of them. Hotel rooms, cars, his office. Every secret moment he thought was safe. He tore his open next. Inside were divorce papers, copies of emails sent to HR, to his boss, and, my favorite, to her husband. The silence that followed was almost beautiful. Her laughter turned into a scream. His face drained of color. The people who told me to be mature suddenly looked like children watching a house burn down. The jazz band faltered mid-song. Even the lights seemed to dim. I didn't say a word. I just turned and walked toward the door. Behind me came the sound of chaos, pleading, whispers, broken glass. He followed me outside, breathless. "Please," he begged, "we can fix this." But the truth is, he'd broken it long before that night. I looked him in the eye. All the love, all the anger, all the years sat between us like ghosts. "You're right," I said softly. "I should be happy for you." He blinked, not understanding. And then I left. That night, I drove with the windows down, letting the cold air fill the silence he used to own. The city lights blurred into gold and gray. For the first time in months, I could breathe again. People think betrayal breaks you. It doesn't. It shapes you. It strips away the noise until all that's left is truth and power. They thought I'd be the fool. They thought I'd stay quiet. But betrayal isn't endured. It's answered. And that night, I finally answered.